So morning, I'm down the allotment. It's a very grey day, very mild, but very grey. So I was thinking, what shall I get done? And yeah, there's still lots to do, but I think my priority should be, I still haven't harvested some of the potatoes in the pots, or dug up my King Edwards that are in the bed. So I think I'm going to work my way through the pots, see if there's any kind of a harvest, because it might just be too late and they might have rotted, but we'll see. Okay, so this is the first harvest. Not massive, but not tiny. And considering I thought they might have rotted, they're still in good condition. They're still quite clean. Doesn't look like there's lots of holes. Okay, they're not massive, but it's better than no harvest. So this one was fun to harvest. I only got that out of it. Not great. But there were lots of ants. So I had to use a trowel to move the soil and take the potatoes out so that the ants didn't bite me. So another small harvest. It was in that. But on the plus side, they're quite clean. They haven't got lots of holes in. So they're not tiny. So they're edible. This pot was supposed to be carrots because I'd already harvested the potatoes, but as you can see, there's maybe 4-5 plants if I'm lucky. The rest of it, which is down there now, was weeds. I know there's a couple of, I think they're forget-me-nots, but I might try sowing a few more carrot seeds on top just to see if they grow. Who knows what we'll get from this pot? There's way too many weeds in it, but we'll see. So this is how I've harvested each bucket. Well, not bucket, tub. So this is how I've harvested each tub. I've tipped it up, I've taken off the bottom bit of the soil, gone like that in there, and then I'm picking out the potatoes. I'll check whether they're, okay or green or whatever later. I'm just putting them in the pot, a spare pot. So, because the compost isn't really wet, it's quite dry, these are fairly clean. Going like this means that if you've missed any little ones, you end up seeing them. These are the remains of what you call the seed potatoes. You don't want those. They don't taste or look or feel great. And then I just tip the last of it back in. here is the harvest from 7 tubs. These are the Charlotte potatoes, but from only 4 tubs, these are the King Edward. And it's about the same harvest. Maybe a touch more on the King Edward. So, not the biggest of harvests, but it looks fairly clean. So, considering I've just let them sit there for several months, you know, because they got blight, and I cut them down. So considering the bad year we've had for growing, it's not too bad. I'd like it to be bigger, but we always would like a bigger harvest. So I think I have 1 whole bed of King Edwards, which is actually in the ground, which is just over there, 2 beds that way. Now I know some have gone green because I've seen them on the top, but I've run out of energy to dig them up today, so I think I'm going to leave that for another time. The harvest of the Charlottes and the King Edwards from the pots is enough. So I'm going to go to the car now, find my carrot seed, and just as an experiment, it's probably way too late for it to work, but I'm going to sprinkle carrot seed on all the empty pots. I say empty pots, empty of a heart, you know, of stuff growing in it. It's got soil in there. I'm going to sprinkle some and see if I get anything. I've had a really bad year for growing carrots, so what have I got to lose? A little bit of seed, that's all. So I might as well give it a go. What are you trying that perhaps you shouldn't be trying to sow at this time of year? So this is my seed box, but it doesn't fit in my kind of peas and beans. I've got too many of them. But I've taken out my carrot packet, and I know I've got some Autumn King, so I might sow those, but I'll have a look at what's in here and see what I can sow at this time of year. Well, I know it's past it for most stuff, but what has the latest sow date on it? So I found some Autumn King carrots, but it says sow by January 2020, so it might not come up, but I think it's worth a try, otherwise the seeds are useless. So here goes. So I'm just sprinkling on a few seeds, and then I just rough up the soil, because to be honest I didn't sow them in a particularly accurate position, you know, distance away from each other, so that should do. And then all I need to do is water them in. So I noticed even my other Autumn King seeds in my seed packet box was November 2021, so needed to be sown pretty soon. So I've used most of them up, and it's just, if we're lucky enough to be warm enough, I might get some growing, but I'm not going to be growing anything else in those pots over the winter, so I might as well give it a try. Yes, I know, should have been sown a couple of months ago, but oh well, nothing gained if you don't give it a try. Well, after doing all those potato pots and then sowing the carrots, it's taken quite a long time, so I'm going to go home now, come down another day to do other weeding, harvesting and sowing. Bye for now.